I like your attitude right now.
I appreciate it.
You appreciate your
I
attitude?
appreciate the attitude. You know, having an attitude is a part of life. Let me see my ears on this side. Don't you guys just love Chaz? Don't you guys just adore Chasman Rogers? Don't you just want to just hold his head up under the water until the bubble stops?
Okay, that sounds good. Sound good to you?
Sounds great.
Sounds good to me.
And hope you didn't forget the new opening.
Wait, did you record?
Yeah. See when the numbers start moving, that means it's recorded.
Oh. Because you know, then later you be like,
Yeah.
damn.
You feel that tingling?
No.
That means it's working.
What?
That's when it says in movies when they're head and shoulders. Oh, my head is tingling. That means it's working.
Yeah.
I forgot to tighten up your mic. But it's just
I'm gonna try just not to touch it.
You have to just pull it like that.
Yeah. I do so much finicky stuff, so I'll be moving too much, but I'm not gonna touch it at all. Right here yonder. Perfect.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's give a warm, rousing applause to Lackaroni Chaz. That's it. That's not the intro, is it?
Oh, let's do it. You ready? You ready?
Should I do it like that from now
let's
on?
do. Well, like what?
Well, how I just did it.
No.
So how we doing?
Let's do the other one.
I don't know how. No, as in I can say it like that. Then we do the action afterwards.
But just the way you did it, you were like, "Welcome back to another episode." I was like, "Oh, are we supposed to be naked right now?" It was very sensual.
Right.
It was way too sensual. This is a kid show.
Welcome back to another fantastic episode of Lackaroni and Chaz. Check, please.
You know what we should do? Wait, we should have different ones.
Keep adding on?
Because we should have an outro. That should be like an outro one.
Yeah.
We should have one like we just sat down.
Right.
Like, what would you like to
sketch
order?
back and forth. Hey, I didn't order this. No, and go back and forth. I said cheese on my applesauce. Keep going back and forth.
That's so dope. Now that's the intro for your ass.
Yeah.
Who doing that?
Yeah, it is.
Huh?
Yeah, it is. Speaking of the clickbait, I don't know if you know, but this is a actual click thingamajiggy. Nick Cannon's had another child.
Who?
Nick Cannon is at child 10.
Wow.
I'm not happy with what he's trying to accomplish.
What is he trying
I know people say
it's
not my business, but it's not. It's not smart
for him.
I mean, unless they're all living in the same house.
I think he has a couple baby mamas that are the same. Mariah Carey, we know.
Right.
He has another girl. He had a couple. I have no
Right,
idea.
he has 3 by the same girl, but
Okay.
I'm just like, as busy as he is, I can see if they all in the same city. But I feel like the repercussions of not being there for your children and being laughed at, you give me a laughing stock of your dad is wild, you know, because it's like I can see if they all like they formed a harem and they're all in the same house and they all lived with each other.
I should not know that word, but I do.
Yeah, I learned it from Hamilton. Like he wants it for a harem. I'm just saying, girl, if you really love him, you would share him. Ha!
I've never seen Hamilton.
Heard of Hamilton. You ever heard the album soundtrack? Okay, well,
I've never seen it or heard it yet.
sad on you.
It's one of those things I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get to it, and I haven't got to it.
Yeah. It's
get
fire,
that one
dude.
day.
You'll love it.
I'm probably not.
Rap. It's a rap timeline. It's a great.
I figure you would hate it because he just stole what you did.
Well, I can't say he stole it.
You
But
probably did. He was on YouTube one day. He was like, yo, this shit is Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
He just jacked your shit.
yeah, it's not my shit.
He jacked your
Can
whole.
I-
Who
can
else
I-
was doing it?
Lyricist Lounge.
When was that?
Way before me. I seen that and I fell in love with that. And I said, we gotta keep this going.
Love it.
I ain't gonna lie to it. I got it from that. But just a guy who has one child and is not there for their child is sickening. That is considered a deadbeat. And I feel like I'm not gonna say he's going to be a deadbeat, but I feel like he's gonna throw money that direction. So I'm saying this because one of my girlfriends was yes-anding. I would love for Nick Cannon to get me pregnant. I mean, because if he's gonna pay for the experience, and I was just like, how often is he going to be there for you and for the child? What do you think about it?
So, being a single parent is really hard.
Yeah.
Being a single parent with a bunch of money doesn't seem as hard. It seems like it gets a lot easier because you can hire hands.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of these women are raising children by themselves.
Okay.
Now, how much Nick Cannon's there or not, I don't know. I don't know Nick Cannon's schedule or what he does or how he has his plan, but it seems like they're not accidents that he gets these women pregnant. It seems a very purposeful thing, right? Okay. So, not that he has this great, amazing plan, but Nick Cannon's far from broke. Mm-hmm. And I'm not against him because these women know what they're getting into. Mm-hmm. It's not like he's tricking them and being like, got a vasectomy. What do you mean you're pregnant?
Yeah. Evil laugh.
But yet, my only wish, if he could do something different, was like adopt some of these kids who, you know what I mean?
Who don't have parents.
Yeah.
But that's even worse, though.
Why?
Because.
Well, how would that be worse?
You're right.
It can't be any worse. Even if
who's going to take care of him, though?
Even if you never saw that kid again.
But who's going to take care of him?
Whoever
because he's always
him.
he's always on the move.
Mm-hmm.
So if he adopts the child, who's taking care of the child? There's no mother attached to it.
How much does it take to take care of a child? How much money does it take?
I mean, it varies. So it depends on your lifestyle.
Okay. So to take care of a child, let's say it's 3 steps above an orphanage, how much are we talking? 40, 50,000 a year? Like, what are we talking?
But who's taking care of the child? Who's raising the child?
Whoever you pay to do it.
Why? Then why would you even adopt the child then?
You know how much better their life is than being in an orphanage?
So pretty much what you're doing is like, hey, I'm Nick Cannon. I'm going to take this child from this orphanage and give it to you, Chaz. Hey, can you raise it for me? I'm going to pay for it. It's like,
yeah.
So you're pretty much sponsoring a family.
Yes. You don't think that kid will take that over?
That pretty much is the same thing.
Do you think that child would be like, Nick, I'm staying in this orphanage. I don't want my life to get better and be on a set of Wildin' Out and hang out with all your famous friends? You think I want that? No.
That's a bar, yo.
That kid is like, oh my God, Nick Savior. Can I call you Nick Jesus? What can I call you?
Chaz with the gospel right now.
Yeah, I'd take that right now.
Wow.
Come on.
Because there is people that's actually, there's people that actually.
I got no notes for Nick.
Nigga, that's a bar.
I got no notes.
There's people that actually want children.
Yes.
And they're skeptical, can I afford it? Nick Cannon takes the baby from the orphanage, gives it to a family, and say, hey, I'm going to pay for this child. I'm going to put $50,000 in a year.
What?
And just give him my last name.
And $50,000 ain't even a lot, right?
Right.
Nick he's probably doing way more.
Yeah.
Right, between all these kids.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if Mariah Carey has him on child support, not like he needs it.
Yeah.
I mean, she needs it. So I don't know what their situation is, but and I don't know Nick's day to day. I don't know if he has a rotation of a schedule. But you don't hear complaints of Nick being a deadbeat.
Right.
You don't hear Nick's payment. I've heard from other people, like, you know, we hear about money and we hear about things, but like it's a different thing with like you hear about a Future. Mm-hmm. You hear about Future, he sounds like a deadbeat father.
Yeah.
Nick sounds, everybody be on it, be taking pictures with him, he be announcing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, Nick sounds like he
Chaz with the gospel.
Great dad out here.
I was trying to chew Nick out.
No,
but I think we got a better solution for Nick.
I go, man, just take one off the streets and
put him, the streets, man.
Put him in the brood with the others.
In the brood. But definitely get a baby though. Don't get one that's like already
the baby's
scarred from the world.
The babies don't need you though. That dude who's 12, who's been hurt. Nobody wants this. He's about to be big too in a year. He's about to be a big.
I found funny. You ever seen the movie Luck?
No, I never even heard of it.
There's a movie Luck came out, and she had to leave this orphanage because she was too old. Mm-hmm. Like I think she was 17, turning to 18.
Okay.
So I think it's funny that they even let 17, 16, 17, 18-year-olds
You're a whole adult. You're a whole adult.
Why would I want to, I'm about to say rent. Why would I want to adopt a 16, 17-year-old? It's like, I need some chores done around here.
Man, those are the ones who need the most help, bro.
You think so?
Yes. Yeah, because when you're 16 or 17, you're in an orphanage, you're probably in an underprivileged area. You probably don't have the education that you would want, right? Imagine being, and I'm sure there's a ton of people, most people don't go get them because they don't know what's happened. they don't know what the triggers are. What if this kid murders me in my
Yeah.
sleep? And I'm like, well, no one in the orphanage got murdered, you know? But yet one day they got a couple years to be 18, and do they have work? Do they have a support system? Like, man, to be out here, you know this though. You know that by the time you moved out here at 18, you could always go back home, right? You knew I was like, there's always a place I can go. Imagine having nowhere where you can go.
Yeah.
I go like that is terrifying.
Right.
They'd be like, yo, you're 100%. And once you're 18, they're like, all right, good luck to you. He's like, well, I don't have anywhere to go. I'm like, yeah, well, your parents fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Should have been around Nick Cannon. You'd be fine. But I go like, it's hard. Like I always thought about, man, could you open a home that is a 14 to 18-year-old rotational, like when cats are in high school, getting them ready for college or prep them like that? Like, could you do that instead of adopting? I mean, you know, you can adopt kids also, but I'm like, that seems like it would help a lot more people in that area because, man, they come out and they're, you know, man, you know, how tall were you at 13?
And that's the problem. Imagine if I keep saying renting. Imagine if I had adopted a child that's like 7, 12.
Right.
He was like, hey, who's your boy? I'm like, this is my son.
Hey,
Like, it's like,
I like Pokemon.
where did he come from?
Right.
And it's like, and now it's like, now I gotta kind of implement some rules of the house. Like, soon as you come home, make sure you wash the dishes.
Nah.
At the orphanage, we usually do that at nights after I play video games.
I'm gonna tell you what, Pops. All right, I'll beat your ass, or like you just do them dishes.
You do the dishes. Let's see what they talking about up in here. Oh, they've been talking tough up in here. They've been talking tough.
If you guys are watching this, you're watching this on my channel on the I'm Chaz, I don't know, whatever the hell I call it, Chaz Rogers YouTube. If you're watching this live, you are watching this on Lactose Entertainment YouTube channel. So if you want to watch the live, please go to Lactose and subscribe. You can watch us on Sundays for the most part. We almost had to change the schedule, but but yeah, so you can catch the live on Dion Lack's Lactose Entertainment YouTube.
So Moyo was down with it. She's down with it. She said she don't mind Nick Cannon paying for her adopted child.
Man. Come on. People love kids. Give me a kid with a bank account already.
Moyo said, I've never wanted kids, but there are a lot of kids out there that needs love and money. Mm-hmm. Fifi says, yes, the older child could really use guidance, etc. Mm-hmm. It's not easy, but it can be done. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Talk to him, Fifi. Yeah.
And then, like, when I think about adopting, because I told Yo I don't want to have another child, but I would definitely be down to adopt one day. Mm-hmm. You know, and it all depends on how Izzy is. If she gets to a point where I'm like, okay, she's becoming a weirdo, might give her some more responsibilities having a younger sibling, you know, or bringing an older sibling to punk her. You know what I'm saying? And Izzy's like, oh my God. And I'm like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You got to be nice to people out here.
Then the reverse, if it's a younger one, and then now that child gets all the attention that she used to get, that becomes uncomfortable. It's the light right there. That becomes uncomfortable because it's like, I was always the baby. I'm always the one that's being catered to. Now I need to make that adjustment. I'm sure all older siblings have had that experience of like, what's happening here? Right. What's happening, y'all?
Hey, you guys, it's about me. Who's the new kid?
You ever seen an older sibling try to do the same? I was laughing my ass off because I remember my brother tried to do the same shit. It was so trash. So I had to just dance like it was like I was like eat. I'm like 4 years old doing this dance. My brother said, look at me. I can do it too. Look at me. And they was like, you're 9. Like, we know you can do it. You're in a dance troupe. So I had to like the electric worm. Everybody, look at, he's going off. All you heard was boom, 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 boom. I was like, I didn't understand. My mom ended up whooping him. Very toxic. Ended up whooping like, Ryan, stop!
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny.
Yeah.
It's got to be funnier when they get older, too. The older you get, you still trying to do it? Oh, look at me. You are 34.
Watch me move. Watch me move. Here we go. Look at the ISO. Look at the the ISO. I had this is mad random, but I had got some new glasses. And these are not the new glasses though. These are 3 generational glasses.
Yeah, those look shit.
But did you carry the one? So I had got these new glasses, these black ones, and I loved it when I got them. I was like, oh, these are it. These the one. I'm about to get. This is the fashion Dion Lack coming out. And I showed my daughter. She was like, "Dad, you get new glasses?" And I was like, "Yeah." It's like, what happened to the white clear ones, the Nike ones? And I was like, I just need some new glasses. That ain't it, Dad.
Yeah.
That ain't it. And then I was like, what are you talking about? You don't know fashion like I do. You don't know fashion. It's like, Dad, you're not a fashionable person. You don't wear like button downs and those glasses are perfect for that look. And I was like, damn it, she's right. She's right. I gotta start wearing some.
It's your oldest?
Yeah.
I tell you down, huh?
Yeah, she talked me down. And from that day on, I was like, I get what she's saying now. I got to only wear those glasses when it comes to
an event. She's like,
Yeah, so let's see what Tia said. In our country, foster families can provide support for young adults up into 21 that were already in the system. It's definitely a challenge for those kids. Where you from, Tia?
Are you in America or is this a different country?
I'm taking she's from
like
Canada.
our country? Because she might say like our country as in the United States, but she could say our country as in like Kazakhstan.
Imagine being in the system all those years and then being forced out at 18 years old with no guidance or support. Woo!
And I don't know. I want to think that there is a program or something that you can get into.
Yeah.
But you never know how overcrowded stuff is.
Yeah.
You just don't know. And I'm like, Tiffany Haddish probably has the closest story to it that I can think of. But I don't know the fine details of after she turned, 17, 18. So yeah, man, I don't know. County and what?
Oh, she said county. She said R. Did she say country up front?
Oh, county
She
and
did say
country.
county. Yeah.
Are two different things.
My
Wait,
bad.
So you
she said
county.
I read country.
I got you.
Okay, my bad.
What county are you in? I think Tia's in Florida. Ain't you in Florida, Tia? Something like that.
That's my eyes, man. Let me tell y'all something.
This is what I get for trusting Lack in his glasses.
Let me tell y'all something, man.
I got some new.
I can act.
These are third generation.
I can act my ass off when it comes to acting, be characters and have fun, stay in character. But I'm literally Nick Cannon on Drumline. When he don't know how to read the words, they be like, "Wait a second, he's just memorizing the cadence."
Like Dion, say this.
Read these cadence. He's like,
I can't
"Get out of here,
read.
man! Get out of here! He can't read music."
They treated him that he couldn't read music like he couldn't read at all. I was like, look at this illiterate bastard.
You can't join the team if you can't read music. Nigga, I am more talented than y'all. I am memorizing the beats and what how to say it. That's a gift.
Oh, it's a genius gift. It's one of those things you go like, I hate gifted people, bro. I've never, you're one of them too that I hate, but I hate gifted people because not that you don't have a work ethic.
Right.
But when you see gifted people put the work ethic together,
Oh, man.
I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I hate it. I'm like, I have to work so hard to be half as good as other people who are just genius at shit. And I get mad and jealous all the time.
I said that to a friend of mine's, and he did not like it. Comedian friend of mine.
That you said what?
That his work ethic is super talented. So and I can say he's not talented. He's
a great work ethic.
He has a great work ethic, and he's very advanced at it. I said it to him. To this day, he never lets it down. He's like,
Why?
Because I told him, I said, "Hey man, the way you are playing Hollywood like Geppetto right now, like your work ethic is unmatched. Because there's a lot of people out here that's talented. They're not using their talent with their work ethic, and you see it. But your work ethic." He's like, "You don't think I'm talented?" I said, "Listen, dude, listen. You're not sticking out. As in, if you were playing basketball, you're not."
I like how that you
7'11".
went and it was like, let me stay in here.
Yeah,
Because you could have been like, no, you're talented.
No, he's not. he's not talented. As in, you see him on stage, like,
I think I know who you're talking about.
yeah. What's his initials?
CC?
No,
Oh, no?
JN.
JN.
Yeah,
That's somebody I know?
yeah.
Okay, I gotta think
show you.
about this.
Yeah.
I gotta think about this.
And every time he said, "Remember, Dion, you said I'm not. My work ethic is blah blah blah." And I was like, "Yes, dude, I know." He's like, "But yeah, look at you. Yeah, look at me now. I'm doing blah blah." He's doing great, but there's no one ever talking about how good of a comedian he is. It's just like
It's on TV and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, congrats, my nigga, but chill.
yeah.
I hate when people are like, but what you didn't say was how cute I am.
I'm gonna show you his face so you can agree with me, or you can say, give me the or yeah,
You say JN?
yeah. I don't know. And he brings up everything. I mean, it's not what I'm saying right now is not a secret. It's not a secret. It's not a secret because he reminds me every time. He reminds me every single time. Remember you said this to me, Dion? Now look at me. My numbers on TikTok is crazy. My numbers on Instagram crazy. I'm touring across the world. Like, yeah, because you have great work ethic. Don't say that on my tongue, man.
I didn't say anything.
I appreciate you, though.
I'm still sitting in that moment of, come on, bro.
Yeah. He said, but I'm talented, right? I'm like, dude, that's like.
Hey, you know what? I tell people this too. Being likable, being attractive, being likable, those are things that you make skills you can make money off of. There are attractive people who work at Walmart. You know what I mean? And I go like, oh man, if you knew how to work this, you could be anywhere you wanted to be. Because you realize how some people just get paid to be pretty.
Right.
But I'm like, once they start putting an engine behind it, you go like, oh, this pretty ass car taking off. You know what I mean? But I'm like, you got to be able to do it all. Because there's some beautiful people just out here existing.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing here?
I'm trying to word this like this girl said. She's like, it's sad that an attractive man and attractive woman are not on the same level. An attractive woman can survive off of her looks. She don't need to be educated. She don't need to be taught. She can survive because there's going to be a man that's going to see her beauty as value. But a man who is attractive won't get the same benefits of, I can take care of him because he's just attractive.
Yes, I 100% agree. This is also why I think there's a difference here. Because I do think if there were more women who made more money, there would be more people, more guys who could get taken care of.
I highly doubt that.
No, because there's not a lot of women. There's some sugar babies out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's some women. I mean, there are some guys who have been taken care of by women who are usually older, lonelier.
Not long,
because the guy usually leaves. Not because the woman gets sick of his shit.
I'm talking about same age, man. I ain't talking about just like
same age. Age is different.
Let's ask women in here because this is real serious. It's not real serious, but like, hey, this is a good question. I should say, women, if you found a man who is very attractive, don't have a job, don't have any work ethics, would you take care of him financially and be proud that you have a trophy husband?
Hey, it is trophy husband.
Yeah. A trophy husband. Don't do nothing. He is just super attractive. When people say, "Oh my gosh, your husband,"
but he puts it down.
Yeah, but see,
makes you feel good, treats you right. It's because these guys never had it, bro. Ain't got no trophy husbands out here,
right? You
know what I'm saying?
But on the other side, a man be like, "Yo, this is my wife. Yo, that's you. What you do for a living?" She's a TikToker. How's her numbers? They TikTok.
Super fine man. See, these are women with trust issues, bro. Look at this. Nope. A fine man, nothing but a headache. Come on, man.
See?
You just haven't found the right one. Wouldn't do it, but I know some who will.
But the thing is, how long though? Because their friends are going to tarnish that. What does he do for a living, girl? Hey, he's my husband.
And that's the thing. Our values are different. Women want a guy who does this, who does that. I think it was Tony used to do this joke about, you can ask a woman, like, does he have a good job? He does this, he does that. And the guy be like, where she work? I don't know, but you see that ass though.
You see that ass.
You know, like, we value 100% different things. Women wants to know, that man's out here doing it big.
Yeah.
Yo likes to brag. I always tell her to tell people I still low luggage. I always tell her that to this day.
Oh no.
And she'll tell people, well, I'm like, stop, because then I'll get a phone call.
Yeah. He co-owns
and I'll be like, stop telling people what I do.
Why is that a problem?
Because I don't want to be bothered by people who go like,
but she's proud of you, man.
Hey, I don't care. You can be proud of. You don't need to tell people to be proud of me.
Hey, she has to
be proud of me
because she's questioning why am I still in this marriage.
You know what you should do? You should come to me and say, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Then I would know. You don't have to tell anybody else.
But listen. When somebody come to her, yo, how's your husband doing? He's good. He works
hurt
at
his
blah,
back
blah, blah.
loading luggage.
That is not something to brag
But
about.
why do you need to brag?
Because
you know what
I'm
we
proud
do.
of you.
Be proud of me at home. Suck my dick and tell me how proud of me.
Boy, that's how we get banned off of YouTube.
And then I go like, oh my gosh, she's proud of me. This is great. I feel great. Oh my God, all this sex. She's so proud of me.
Women need that bragging right. It's a flex.
So dumb.
Because especially in conversation, they be saying stuff like, well, my husband is a biotech engineer over at USC. Oh, what do your husband do? My husband is a dentist guy, OGBYN gynecologist.
He's a dentist gynecologist.
Yeah, he takes the teeth out of the vagina because there is a thing. And what do your husband do? My husband is a co-owner over at Harvest Studios. Really? I kind of souped up a little bit, but he works at Harvest Studio with Bentley.
My husband loads luggage at the flyaway. And I'm very proud of him because he goes to work and he provides for my family every day.
And then they go to the flyaway. Is Chasman here? I want to give him a tip. Chasman ain't been here in 10 years. He works at Harvard, so you know that. Damn it! Now I'm back to square one. Let that woman be proud of you, man. I need that.
You ever have an quote unquote outsider pitch you a project?
One more time.
You ever have an outsider, quote unquote outsider, pitch you a project?
Yeah.
Right? And they go, yo, got this idea.
And yes, 100%.
And you go, oh, that's a great idea. So I'm thinking me and you can,
right.
And you go like, I can't do that.
It's the power of no.
Right. You go, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that, but I could probably help you out with some ideas. Mm-hmm. Right. And then everybody has a story. Mm-hmm. Everybody has a damn story.
Right.
I have had enough to the point where I go, stop telling people what I do.
Well, you have a fake email.
I want my piece. Mm-hmm. No fake email. It's just shush.
Yeah.
If you can't be proud of me at home, you got to be proud of me. I don't need that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? People ask, what is your deal? I'm like, she don't know. I can't even tell you what her job is. She has a degree in something.
Yeah.
You know? She's a cool chick.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people.
Chaz is a villain.
She spends a lot of money.
So I think you have a problem saying no to people.
I don't think I have a problem saying no to people.
That's your problem. So
I say no to ideas and stuff.
So
time.
Yeah, but as in like this is what I usually do, because when people come to me with ideas, chances are, I would say 75% of the time they're not ready for it to be. So I always like, you got a pitch deck, you got an outline, you got a synopsis, you got a one sheet. Have you proofreaded it yet? Is it ready to go? Like who you gonna attach to it? Like I give them a bunch of stuff to. Like I give them the script of to be prepared. Right. And now be like, you're prepared now.
Because people want me to help them develop it.
Of course.
Right? And I go like, I just can't commit to the time.
And you got to ask yourself, what do you want me to do? Mm-hmm. What do you want me, how am I a part of this? Is there a budget? Do you have some sort of sponsor? Like, so now it's like, I'm in the same position you in, bro. I haven't got my idea pitched yet.
But you know I know your wife. We've been friends since childhood. That's what's up. That's what's up. Got this idea.
Sir, can you put your pants up? I don't know why you was planning on thinking that fellatio was the answer.
For what?
Come on, man. That was supposed to be I was just kind of lingering a tag, like reading a conversation. I was reading the words and like, I don't know why you actually said it. Yeah.
Someone said wild Chaz. I'm not wild for saying that. This is how I feel. And most people just want a more palatable way to say stuff.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
It's not what I'm giving. It's not what I'm not giving you a palatable way to say shit. That's how I fucking feel. Huh?
Defecation. In other news.
Okay.
Let me find it. I can't find it. But because I can find it, but I don't know how fast it's gonna be because it's gonna be like a little dead air.
I can always edit around the dead air.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna edit down there.
I am, because I had to edit all this last week.
Yeah. Really doesn't matter the specific job, but he can't just be lying around doing nothing while I'm busting my peaches. I know what that means.
It's funny. I did doing this joke about women want you at home, but you can't just be home.
Ooh.
Right?
Yep.
Women don't want you out in the streets. They want you at work and they want you home.
Come on.
But you can't just be home.
Ladies, this is a good question.
You just been home all day?
What is your ideal hours for a man? You want your man to be working the same exact hours you're working? Do you want to be a stay-home woman while he works? Like, what is your ideal hours? Because if you're dating a comedian or an entertainer, chances are his hours
entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur's hours is all over the place. His hours start when you come home. So what is an ideal hours worked for your husband, boyfriend, that you be like, this is perfect. I like that he goes, our hours match. That's good. Let me plug my laptop up.
Our hours should match. I would be like, well, you need to work more. If our hours need to match, you need to be out in these streets working more, because there's no way. You know what, man? By the time I get home, I hang out with Yo until she falls back asleep. And you know what I do? Go right back to work. Go right back to the office. I'm up till 2, 3 in the morning every damn day. I sleep about 4, 5 hours every day. And you put that time in with the kids when you can, and you put the time in with the spouse when you can. But there's no way I'm in home in the bed while she's sleeping and I got shit to do. There's no way.
Yeah.
No way. I don't want to be 9 to 5 and making somewhere between $80,000 a year my whole life and waiting until I turn 60 to retire or whatever the age is. I don't even know what it is. And then you hope you can take a vacation or 2 a year, right? Mm-hmm. And you hope that you guys can be buried together in some shit that you start plotting your land on. No.
Speaking of dead spouses.
Okay.
What is an ideal time frame to date another person after they're dead? Like your spouse dies in January. Mm. Be serious. I know you got a punchline ready to go. I know you got a punchline, nigga. January 2nd. Like, what is a good time? So it's like respectful to the family, the children, you know, your parents, her friends. What is a good time frame to start redating or somebody else? Or you like, I'm single for the rest of my life?
Well, I would be single for the rest of my life, but I think it just depends on your grief management. Because I don't know if you can put a time frame on when you're ready to get back out there. You know what I mean? Because even when you start dating, you're going to have new levels of grief that you're going to have to start. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just laughing on the first day like, I just miss her.
Yeah.
They were like, sir, who miss what?
Honestly, bro, because you don't want to say, I'm sorry, this is my first date since my husband died. Oh, well, how am I doing? Not as good as he did. He was so amazing. What was he like? Yeah, we were supposed to just dive in. Mm-hmm. I would have to dive in.
Yeah.
Tell me about him. It's great. All right. Well, when you're done with your dead man, and you want somebody living, come on at me, baby.
You want somebody living. So what do you think? So I'm not trying to kill somebody off on you.
Are you trying to kill off?
No. I'm just thinking like, what is because somebody said right now. Somebody says their mom died. Oh, they already deleted it. My mom died 2002. My dad, I thought he said remarried in 2003. 2005. Okay. That's not funny, but I thought he was like, I'm back. Yeah. Golly, dude.
Yeah, especially I think if you're older, you're going to get married sooner.
2 years maybe?
Because you're like, yo, I'm one hip away from being useless out here. I need someone to help. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man, because like I said, I feel like it just depends on your grief. Like, you know me, if somebody was like, that's too soon, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Shit, what you got to say?
Somebody, I don't want to say his name because he's a mutual friend and everyone knows. Somebody got a divorce, and I don't know when, because social media is tricky. Because you don't know when someone got a divorce. You just kind of just figure it out. So randomly he was like on social media, he was like, can you guys please respect my ex-wife and me during our time of our divorce and separation and divorce. Everybody's like, I'm so sorry what happened, blah, blah, blah. That could have been a year prior to. And then, like, I would say, like, 4 months after that, he was like, I would like to introduce you to my wife. And it was the engagement pictures. And then like I would say 4 months after they got married. But I was like, huh. So I can't say, I don't know how long it was, but you try to go down the timeline, like, when's the last time they had pictures?
I just don't see how people get remarried so fast. I'm like, you just got out of one. Why are you hopping right back in? I fell in love with somebody. I'm like, no, you didn't.
But what's more important, happiness or other people think? Because it's like, if I'm not happy, the whole point of not being happy is to find happiness. And if a woman gives you happiness, the opposite of what you felt in the previous relationship, why not accept the reality of how you feel?
Can someone give you happiness?
It's not give you happiness. It's a feeling. It's like, wow. It's like I went from Universal Studios horror nights to the happiest place on earth from Disneyland. It's like I feel totally different. I was terrified over here at horror nights, but now I'm like, man, I got bunny ears on. I'm over I'm hugging Goofy. I love this feeling. That's an immediate feeling. You can't be like, I don't believe this. I don't trust this. Like I live here now. I live at Disneyland. I love this feeling.
This is my thoughts theory thing, okay? About feelings and emotions. I don't feel like anybody else can make me happy or give me more happiness. I feel like I'm at a state of happy and you can help me build it for sure. I think somebody can help you build happiness, build confidence, build these things. Fears also, right? But I think these things already have to have a certain level inside you. I don't think there's anybody who can take away my happiness, as in take away how I feel every day. Outside of somebody dying would make me sad, right? Like something like that would. But an event could definitely bring down my mood. But a person coming into my life, I don't think anybody's ever came into my life and I was happier that they came. Like I wasn't like, oh, now this is a new level of happy. I've always been very happy, but I've had people who I go like, oh, you're not adding at all to my happiness.
Your energy.
You're adding to the sorrow. Right. And I'm like, you got to get out of here. You know what I mean? But when I see people and they go like, they just make me happy, and I go like, I'm sure they do a bunch of dope stuff, right? Like I'm sure they cook and they make you feel special and they make you feel unique and you make you feel like you're the only person who matters. You know what I mean? You can have those things. Right. Like my wife gave me none of those in particular.
I'm in terror right now.
But she's made me feel good for other things. But I think it's like a easy way for people not to do more work on themselves. And I wish people would like, because that's why I tell people all the time, what I like about Yo, and I said she already came, she was happy already when I met her. She already came pre-packaged happy.
Love it.
And I was like, man, I ain't got to do no work on somebody else's happiness. Like that's a
blessing.
That was the only thing I was like, because I'm already happy. I'm not going to sit here and try to make somebody else happy and spend this time. This is a lot. It's a lot of effort.
Right.
To try to make somebody else
or pour into somebody. I always when I say pour into, like when you're pouring in somebody, who's pouring into you? Right. Because if they're constantly, because I would say sadness is like a tiny little hole coming out of a cup, and you're constantly pouring into somebody. Are you happy? I'm making you happy. I'm making you happy. But who's filling you up? After a while, you're like, I am sucked dry. Right. I am depressed. Right. And I always looked at relationships as like you got to have two whole people, no holes in the bottom. And then God is pouring into you guys, and you guys are overflowing. And then the overflow of what God is pouring to you should pouring into each other. So that's how I always look at relationships. But when somebody has a little crack, and it's like, you don't love me no more, pour into me. Right. You don't. I feel sad. You don't talk to me no more. It's like, and I was like, you good? I'm happy. I'm like, what about me?
I was thinking it's like, you know how they back in the day used to like put coal into an engine, right? Into like a train, right? Yeah. And I always thought it's like, I'm gonna feed your fire, you feed mine. You feeding my fire, you feed mine. We'll always be good if we keep feeding each other's fire. But then you get those relationships where I'm feeding your fire and she's feeding her fire, or vice versa. You know what I mean? And it's like clink clink, and you're like, hey, my pile getting. Thought you was. Yeah. Why do I got so? I got so much shit over here. Yeah. And it's like, oh, I thought you looked like you had so much over there. Yeah. And it's like, damn, dog. It is exhausting trying to constantly feed into somebody or make somebody else. It's a lot of effort mentally, physically. I go like, it's a lot, bro.
You know, some of that's a masking
Let's go, 20 people. Let's go. They're still trying to figure out who's having a baby over here.
Yeah. Let me read some of these comments because I feel like we got to include the folks.
Yeah, sorry, yo.
Spicy talking about the relationship, 2 years maybe. Who's taking Vanessa Bryant down? Ooh,
Some rich NBA player.
man.
I mean, Vanessa, go get a nobody. Go find some young, hardworking dude in Compton.
Who said that?
Big
Sis Chris. Yo,
Go find some hardworking guy in the hood who has 2 jobs trying to make it happen. He has a kid of his own. Add to Brady Bunch style. Help him. Ooh. Don't you go get some rich dude already.
Oh man, yo, 3 people. Who dated Martin Luther King, Coretta Scott King?
I don't think anybody did she?
Afterwards,
She never remarried, did she?
I'm sure she had sex with somebody.
Well, that's different than.
I'm sure somebody was like, I know I don't have a damn street name after
Do the voice.
me.
Do the voice.
Do the voice. It's like, hey, where were you born and raised? I was born in L.A. off of Martin Luther. Damn it. Yeah. I went to the school. I went to King's High School. Your ex-husband's all over my life.
Everybody. Everybody is.
I was born in King Hospital. God. And Vanessa Bryant. That's a hard shoe to follow. And
Malcolm X. I don't think Betty Shabazz ever remarried.
Anybody who's that huge and their husband or spouse dies, it's a tough to be kind of like, huge fan of your husband. You can't act like you don't know who they are.
Right.
Even Nipsey Hussle.
Mm-hmm. London, yeah.
Laura London.
She's so young.
She is so beautiful.
And beautiful. She's going to have to eventually.
Somebody had to shoot their shot. Like
Probably not yet.
It is 100%.
There was some dumb rapper who was like, but if you respect the Nip like that, you want. But there was, I forgot, maybe Kodak Black or somebody said some shit. But somebody seriously,
man,
you gotta wait for somebody to go like, okay, bro, dog. That's a whole nother. It's a whole nother game to marry somebody because when do you stop grieving?
Right.
Like when are you? You're never gonna have a time where you don't miss this person. You're never gonna have time where you don't have memories, and you gotta be strong enough on the other side to know that. You gotta be strong enough on the other side to know that. Okay, I'm not necessarily filling a hole, but I am trying to make somebody's hole smaller in this love space. I mean, when Serene died, I told Tony, like, the goal isn't to fill this hole. I was like, we're never going to fill this hole.
Right.
I was like, we're just going to keep pouring so much love in you that hole gets a little smaller and gets a little smaller. You know what I mean?
I love it.
But it's like, there's no way you can fill that kind of emptiness from a spouse. Unless you hate killed him yourself. Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was poisoned. Yeah, I don't know. Cops don't know. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. He had a bad piece of chicken, died on the spot.
Especially if I'm not saying that Vanessa Bryant or Laura London or anybody was like has a high sex drive. Mm-hmm. Of course, the grief is going to remove that, but it's like all of a sudden you fasting, and then on the flip side, the guy's like, so sorry to hear about what happened. If you need anything, absolutely anything, let me know. Like, how do you open yourself up?
Perhaps.
Yeah. How do you open yourself up so like an inch in there, like just offering it to you just by any chance? Because I don't want to say that I'm thirsty, but I just know what you are in need of.
Right.
I just want to be the bell to ring when you're ready.
Man,
you're beautiful.
It's really hard. And then I think she'd be able to. I feel bad for somebody who got to follow Nipsey.
Yeah, and then I mean, because the woman has to be like, hey, the girls are gone. Is it any way you can come by? You said you won't offer your help. Is there any way you can come by and help me put this cable in? You know, some sort of like, kind of. I'll be right there. Tonight's the night. Tonight's the night.
I gotta go pick up the girls. Can you just lock the door when you leave? Big old picture of Nick.
Oh, that's. He's got a picture like this watching you.
Hustle. Yeah, I got you. Hustle.
On the bed, you see him like this, like
Still
cry, like. Dude, I would have to do that. If I had a huge mansion, in all my angles of my bedroom will be terrifying pictures. I'll be like, just like you on the ceiling. Oh!
We can't paint over it. We don't know what to use. But we just can't paint over this shit. Every time we do, the old paint comes off.
You and so you sit on the bed. You.
If I die, there better be pictures of me everywhere. Like
Why?
because I'd be hot if you're remarried and there's not a picture of me in that house. You know what I mean?
But then what is she? The next person she married?
I don't care.
It just keeps collecting old ex-husbands. Like maybe something's wrong with my vagina.
What are you talking about?
Because I'm certain if we Google a woman who has the most widows. I mean, who the black widow who has the most?
She just has bad luck, or she keeps killing people.
This keeps happening. Natural causes. She be putting it on them and getting a bunch of old men with heart attacks. And do you start collecting them? Like, man, I have 6 dead husbands.
A lot of dead in there, baby. I can't go in there.
Or divorces.
Yeah. Well, that happens.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who rush into love.
Yeah.
The whole countdown for Jennifer Lopez and what's his name?
Oh man, that's not cool, man.
It's like everybody, as soon as someone gets married, you go like, "Oh, J Lo's on the verge again."
Is
Countdown
it Jennifer?
begins.
I love that name. No, Bennifer. Yeah.
They were the ones that started, weren't they?
Yeah.
The whole merging of names.
Let's see. Divorce parties. They should contribute to your happiness. A lot of times they fell out of love long before the relationship formally. I just went down. Formally, where'd it go? I just lost track. Formally ended. Whose nights? That means true story. Big sis, Moyo says, Big sis Chris, and definitely not drain my spirit, dampening my happiness. I think I should just read chunks because I feel like it's hard to know what they're talking about. What makes you happy, Chaz? If not the experience, cheesecake. If not the experience and the people you have around you, that's the question. It's from King Sam.
What makes me happy if not the people? I'll tell you what. In my experience, people have been the ones to make me more unhappy than happy every single time. I can be happy and somebody will bring something in my world that will bring my happiness down. And then I go, now I have to go deal with somebody else's problem. That makes me very unhappy. What makes me happy is when other people are happy. I have a very big thing about wanting my wife, my mother, my daughter, my friends to be happy people. But a lot of people have to go do work to be happy. So when I see somebody who complains about not being happy, they're not actually doing the work mentally, spiritually, physically to be happy. That annoys me, and I don't want to bother with them because them complaining about not being happy makes me unhappy. You know what I mean? So I don't think I need people to make me happy. The newest person in my life to ever make me happy is my daughter. She makes me happy 100% of the time. Even when she's having a fit, I laugh at her, and I'm like, "Yo, you're wild," you know? So that's a person who's brand new. She's almost 4. New experience for me makes me happy. But there hasn't been a time when I've had my family or my friends. I can be happy for people, but their success or their this doesn't necessarily make me happy. A tribe has yet to make me happier than I've already been. I've already been a pretty happy dude because I chase my goals down, and that makes me happy. Doing stuff that I set my mind to and achieving makes me proud. That makes me happy. Having the life I want, waking up when I want, those things, my freedom and work, those things make me really happy. Does that answer the question?
King Sam, does that answer the question?
A lot of things that make me happy go from like being proud of myself. I go like, dang, dog, you did that. Good job. Go to the gym today. Make sure you go put in some work in. Good, you held up to yourself. Go get better at this. Go get better at that. You know, like those things make me really happy to see myself getting better, improving, and in my baby. You know what I mean?
How are you with compliments?
I think I'll take compliments well.
Yeah.
Give me one. Let's see.
You're very attractive, Chaz.
Well, duh. Give me something we don't know. No, I'm pretty good with compliments.
Do you feel like you got to give them back?
You should, but not because I feel like I have to.
Nigga, that happened to me yesterday.
You had to give one back?
I didn't have to, but I couldn't take
Were
it.
you searching? You were like,
No, oh my God.
This person's atrocious.
Because I wasn't expecting, I wasn't ready to give a compliment
Yeah.
to them. Mm-hmm. And when they said it, I was like, wow. Wow. She said, you have the sexiest dimples. I was like, wow.
You're supposed to pull your pants down at that point.
There's a crowd of people here.
And?
I still did it. No. But I was like, hey man, you but come on, give me a hug. You are. I had nothing. Because
Was it a dude?
Damn near. I had nothing. Cause usually I'll be like, oh, and you got the pretty eyes. But I was trying to find Quasimodo back.
You got hair in places.
Look at your spinal bifiding over there. Can I rub the hair on the hump?
That's funny.
But yeah, and I was looking over there and I just kind of leaned and I was like, wow, I had nothing.
Were you like, I gotta get out of here? Was she here to the end? The last one here?
No, it was a lot of people here.
Okay,
there's a lot of people here. And then I just had to take it. I was like, hey, I literally couldn't find nothing. Like, cause usually when you compliment somebody, they've heard that compliment before, so I can't pick a point of the. But to piggyback off that compliment made me happy, but it also made me sad at the same time because I couldn't find anything. Anyway,
now yeah, some people, man, you seen people shut down when they get a compliment. They don't know what to say.
Yeah,
you like,
that's
hey man,
Tony can't take compliments.
Thanks, dog.
Hey man, you too, man. I be seeing you doing the blobbity wobbly wop.
Doing your thing.
Yeah.
Tony's go-to. You be doing you.
You be doing your thing, man. Let's see.
Can we go back up? I learned that we have to stop fake caring about shit. Learn? Oh man, I'll teach you how to stop fake caring about shit.
Yeah.
I'm an expert in it. How is this my problem? We getting youth pastor Dion today.
Hey man, I'm over here dropping gems like a clumsy.
Right, being the source of someone's happy is too much responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Big sister, let's go. Or Lord, I'll do the voice. I've been wanting to a long time.
To the voice. Oh my God.
Where do you want it?
Free. Oh, I bust. Oh, free at last.
He ended it too early. Free. Oh, my timing was off.
What happened, Martin?
Get off. I'm really comfortable doing this. I just can't do this. He's a hero.
Here's the punchline. You guys. That's right. We shall overcome. And you only just say yes. All that liquid, we shall overcome.
All that liquid?
That was a lot.
I'm sure Vanessa's getting that vitamin D from someone, but she for sure got those NDAs on deck. I doubt she's done anything like that. She might have, but I feel like right now, man, because the difference for Vanessa to me is she lost her daughter too. And she's never going to be able to separate those two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I'm like, people are like, yo, somebody could be hit. I'm like, it's going to take a minute, man, because that's just heartbreak, yo, to the fullest. Like,
yeah. But you also got to think, like, has she laughed yet? I'm sure she has had a good time.
I saw some interviews. She was like, not interviews, but like articles, and it's like, yo, because you know, man, it's just.
I'm sure she went through therapy, so this is normal.
All the whole family,
right? And I've seen the oldest, like at a party, like she's like, so she. I can't say she's over it, but I know she's living life now.
Eventually, and then life happens, bro. Like, man, you can't. The thing that sucks about life is you have to clock in. Mm-hmm. Because even if you just want to stay home and do nothing, bills is coming.
Yeah.
That rent's still coming. People are like, sorry about your loss. I still need that rent. I still need that mortgage. The light bill still
Landlord don't care, man.
Bro, the fact that you have to lose somebody, your whole life crush, and you still got to go to work is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Landlord
bro.
don't give a damn.
You'd be like, I feel so numb, but I still have to go out and do this thing.
Be the landlord for me, okay? All right, be a landlord for me, all right?
All right.
Like you email me, you call me, whatever.
Hey, just want to send a reminder out there that your rent's 5 days overdue.
Mr. Chaz, can I just let you know that my mom, my grandma, and my uncle all died in a car accident. So I just need some time. I just need some time to mourn.
Wow, I understand. I'm so sorry to hear all that. That's a lot of loss at one time.
So just give me some time.
Yeah, I want you to go see a grief counselor, okay? You should talk to somebody. It really helps. And did they have life insurance?
No, I have to pay for all of that.
So they didn't have any life insurance?
No, I have to pay for all 3 of the funerals.
Did you guys take a collection? Do you have any family who's helping you?
No.
So you guys aren't. So how are you paying for the funerals?
I have to pay for it.
Okay.
And I'm just a barista at Starbucks.
So you're paying for 3 separate funerals?
Yes.
What I suggest is you do them all at once. You should do a 3-for-1. Save 2 of those and pay your rent so you don't be evicted. Okay? That's what I would suggest. And then you should also talk to somebody about some grief counseling. Okay?
What if you was like, okay, I'll help. Write the check to me.
Hey, lucky for you, my brother owns a funeral home, man. You in luck. You in luck. Get your half off. The other half goes to your rent.
Write the check to me. He'll be like, hey, I thought you said you're going to take care of it.
Get one really big coffin. Put them all in there. You should just find the biggest urn you can get. Mix their asses up. Just shake them up. And now they won. Which is probably how they wanted to go out anyway.
As one. As a unit.
All right. Okay. You stop crying. I'll get to work. Okay. All right.
Funeral unit. So stupid. So stupid.
That's pretty good advice.
Yeah?
Yeah. Go do them all as one. That's not bad, man.
I'm almost certain that the funeral's like, this is just not right. What if I told
We're hearing them mourn the loss of Jaleesa, Latricia, Kanisha, all at one time right here. Let's keep these remarks one. If you guys have a story that involves all 3 of them in one day, that would be great.
So let me ask you this. This might sound insensitive.
I love it. I'm all here for it.
So if the funeral morgue or whatever say they're charging me $1,500 to cremate my mom.
I think it's way cheaper than that.
It's cheaper than that?
I think it's way cheaper than that. But continue.
I'm sure for the urn and everything. I'm sure the burning of was like
for fire? How much fire cost?
That's what I'm saying. What if I was like, hey man, I'll just do it myself. can I say that? I was like, hey, I'll
bring them to you pre-burned.
It's like, listen, I don't have the as powerful fire as you guys got. I can just put her on a slow roaster and cook her for like 6 days. I'm certain that the ashes.
You got your grandma on a spigot.
I'll put her in the air fryer for a couple
She'll
days.
never get ash. It's hard to burn some in the air fryer.
Can I, like, hey man, listen, I don't have that money. I have a nice little, I can go to the beach, have this little fire thing called.
What if you have no money? You have a body.
Yeah.
And I bring it to the morgue.
They'll bill you.
Yeah, right. Okay. But still, if I'm like, yeah, man, I brought the body here. I don't have any money. And you just run out. What are they going to do with the body?
It's just
somebody I love.
They're gonna
What do they do? Can they just throw it outside?
You haven't even did a police report. You just dragged the body in there. What was this, sir? I found this as is, man.
His name was John.
License plate B1945. Boom! Ah, shit!
They tracked me down.
Sir, why did you
Taking this body back?
Sir, why'd you try to drop this body off? Hey, man, I ain't got the money to burn my mama.
Somebody said a bonfire. I don't think people are ready for the smell of a dead body.
Yeah.
I don't think I could take smelling a dead cooked human.
Yeah.
The hair, you smelled burnt hair before.
Yeah.
The smell of a perm is one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, the straightening iron is one thing.
Yeah.
But a whole human body? Mm-mm. It ain't gonna smell delicious like bacon.
If somebody told you this, honestly, this is one of the things. If it was $10,000 to cremate your grandmother for the morgue to do it, or they say we can give you like a kit for you to do that. We can give you a kit to do it at home. Would you be like, all right?
How much is the kit?
The kit is $150. And they make you put the person in this little in this position like this, and then it's just burning them in a little box until they. You gotta put their arms in like this. I'm so sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry, Grandma.
The do-it-yourself crematorium.
Hold on. If that's not, if they can do COVID testing, they can do crematory.
Hell, not the same thing.
It's the same level.
Spit in the tube. I'm gonna set this body on fire.
Do-it-yourself crematorium.
That's like a drive-by. They used to do. You would have whole lines for the COVID test. You cannot do a drive-by.
Absolutely not.
It's a fast crematorium. It's like McDonald's. 99 billion served. You're crazy.
Would y'all do it? Would y'all do a at-home crematorium to save $10,000?
Look at this.
What?
I think this is Yo trying to be sweet, but I'm gonna show you something. Okay.
Trying to be sweet.
So Yo sent me this. What does this look like?
A chicken nugget?
Right. She wrote on it all like it's supposed to be a heart. Does that look like a heart chicken nugget?
Like she took a bite. The bite at the bottom.
She sent me that. It was supposed to be like a chicken nugget. That is not a heart. That's like a butt thing. That don't look ready.
Yeah, that's adorable though. That's nice of her.
I'm like, what is this?
Would y'all do it honestly? Just cremate them all together and put them in the sea.
That's funny.
DIY crematorium. No, y'all want to do it? No. Add some thyme, garlic, onion, Tony Chachery.
Oh, gross.
Yes. Why is Chaz so calm? Just cremate them all. Yeah, I think I read them all.
What you mean? Why am I so calm?
I got a friend down at the pet cemetery. I can hook you up. Oh, good stuff.
That's
good stuff. Yeah.
That's
I think that's an hour, right?
I don't know. I don't know how long we started in the beginning, but hey man. Mad laughs in this episode, bro.
Yeah, we got some good ones in here. If y'all find anything in this content once Chaz posts, please timestamp it.
It looked like a heart. It looked like I told her it looked like a buffalo. I was like, I saw a buffalo running through.
It does look like a thrown tater tot.
I'm just happy she sent it to me, but she probably sent it to me some other.
Yeah. What you doing? Dude, back in the day, man, back in the day with the mass text message with, "Hey, beautiful."
Hey man, let me tell you what's worse than that was the mass pics.
Wow.
You never sent out the mass pics?
I never, honestly, you ready for the truth? I've never sent a pic.
That wasn't yours.
Of mine. Of mine. It takes a lot of preparation.
Deion says, "Let me find the perfect."
Yeah. I know how to butter a woman's buns. Pun intended. I know how to heat up the oven. I'm not gonna, if I'm chilling, doing a little phone talk, a little pillow talk, I'm not gonna be like, oh, God, here we go. Where the lighting at? Gotta make it nice and oily. Let me see. What's the lighting at? Man,
I've definitely been no. Let me try this one.
Yeah.
Then the shot with me looking down at it.
Yeah.
So I'm like smiling.
And you gotta hold it like this to make it seem like it's so big, my hands can't wrap around it.
I would put it next to stuff. Like, where's the deodorant bottle? Who's the toothpaste bottle?
Why is it next to it?
Because you gotta get the size.
Yeah, just to kind of
like. Let me see this mic. No, too big. All right, let me see.
Too big, because you gotta know the ratio.
It was dumb.
Yeah,
man, funny. I remember that Deion pick story classic. That was a great story. I gotta find out what episode that was. That was great.
Yeah,
Deion wasn't ready for the repercussions of the catfishing. You were not. You were that. Yo, they had a whole party.
Yeah, it
Let
was
him
late
see
for
it,
me.
girl.
Let
him see it.
I'll never forget that.
But I like how they catfished you and you
man.
They were like, "Who are you?"
Man.
You're like, "Who are you?" I'm just here for that dick. Oh.
Oh man, the pink toes.
Well, let me tell y'all something. Hold on.
No, I say like a.
Y'all gotta get it wrapped up. I'm a grower, not a shower.
Can y'all dance a little dance for me?
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for watching Lackaroni Chaz.
Check, please. So we're gonna have to see if we can get one time when we don't laugh.
Just keep it mad serious.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Watch live on Dion's Lackaroni and Toast.
What?
Lactose Entertainment YouTube. You can watch it live, and otherwise you're here watching mine. If you want to watch the unedited version, you have to hop into my Patreon, which is patreon.com/ChazRogerson. You can, unless you watch it live. Which this will, I forgot. So last week was supposed to be the last week that it wasn't on the Patreon live. Next week would be on the Patreon only to catch the live. All right,
All right.
then.